gentlemen, and welcome to the long-awaited and much-anticipated RWA Rebirth Series 3. It's been a ridiculously long time since Series 2 aired, and we are all craving some carnage. But first, let's take a quick look at how this series will be laid out. This series will consist of 12 heats of 9 robots. The 9 robots of each heat will be split into 3 three-way melees, with 1 robot winning each. The 6 losers will fight in a loser's redemption, with 1 robot winning to join the 3 remaining robots in the heat semi-finals. From there on, it will be a knockout round until we have 1 winner. The 12 heat winners get automatic entry into the semi-finals, whilst the 6 heat final losers will be separated into 2 6-way rumbles, with 2 winners from each joining the other 12 semi-finalists, giving us a grand total of 16 semi-finalists. From that point forward, the series is a simple knockout tournament, until only 1 robot is left to claim the trophy. Now that sounds simple enough as it is, but the robots won't just have to worry about each other, they'll also have to worry about our ultimate mechanical menace, the house robots. The house robots are our own robotic vultures, here to clean up the carcass of any dead machines and designed to destroy any robots unworthy of entering our arena. First up is Katrina, our Queen of the Storm. She may not be very fast, but she is heavy, and with a 36-gram bar spinner mounting at a 45-degree angle, which means at 4,000 RPM, she certainly can whip up a storm. Brick is a pure powerhouse and built like a brick. He weighs in at 166 grams and hits robots at a speed of 25 centimeters per second. He's not just all torque though, as he also has a CO2 powered ram capable of launching all robots across the arena. Nail is back, having had a bit of a makeover. She's bigger and heavier than before at 135 grams, but the real story is her improved weaponry. She now has a set of clamping claws to grab a hold of robots, and then her improved crushing jaw comes into play with a full 5 kilograms of crush. Karma is back, better than ever before. Her chassis is now stronger and more sturdy, and her weaponry has undergone some changes too. She can now bite down with a force of 4 kilograms, and she can now lift 200 grams easily. Watch out, Roboteers. And last but by no means least, Malfunction, the leader of the pack. Not only is he huge and heavy, but he can back up such size with his strength. He's armed with a powerful flipping scoop and a deadly rear axe, so watch out, all who dare to compete. And introducing a new house robot to the pack, it's Glade, our very own bird of prey. He's quick at 18 centimeters per second, heavy at 145 grams, but the real story is his deadly axe that fires at 2 hits per second and comes down with a force of 2 kilograms per square millimeter. And this is Morrow, which stands for Mechanically Operated Robotic Referee of War, and with a yellow and red card system and a countdown timer, he is here to lay down the law. They are truly awesome. Now each heat will have 2 seeded robots. They will have been given these seedings based on past performance. Let's see this week's seeds. So first up, it's the number 14 seed Shredder II. They were newcomers in the last wars but made a very good fist of it, destroying several robots to make it to the semi-finals before losing out to Panic Attack. They've been completely rebuilt this time around, so hopefully they can go further. And it wouldn't be RWA Rebirth without our number 2 seeds, the legendary Killer 3. Back again with an improved flipper, they hope to go one step further than last time and win this series. Runners up in the last wars? Can they do it this time? And in the first battle we will be seeing Killer 3 taking on 2 newcomers, Eye of the Demon and the Remnant. Will the newer generation take down the legends? Let's find out.
From Leamington Spa in Warwickshire and seeded number 2, Killer 3.
And it wouldn't be RWA without the return of our number 2 seeds, Killer 3. Back again, new and improved. Well, improved. They've added these little sort of lips to the ends of the flipper, which means you should be able to get under it a lot easier now. And yeah, just as powerful as it was last time around. They came second. And this year they're going to hoping to go all the way once again.
From Reading, Eye of the Demon.
So here's Eye of the Demon, newcomers. They're armed with a powerful flipper. It can self-right the machine, classic wedge shape, and it's made out of cardboard.
From Bristol, the Remnant.
This is the Remnant. It's made out of Lego. Newcomers to the wars, armed with a very powerful flipper, and they say they want to show Killer 3 who the really big flipper is in town.
Robot ears, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
And we are underway with our first battle of RWA Rebirth Series 3. We've got 3 big flippers there. Oh, and immediately there, Eye of the Demon flipping something off of the Remnant. I wonder how that will affect them. Eye of the Demon self-riding well, but their flipper seems to have jammed open and the Remnant have got Killer 3 on their side. Could we see a huge upset here? Killer 3 trying desperately to right themselves. The Remnant now flipping them into Karma's CPZ. And now Killer 3 getting away. Oh, and having a little bit of a cheeky flip there at Karma. Meanwhile, Eye of the Demon, they are in a lot of trouble. Their flipper seems to have jammed open. And I wonder now, oh, they're not going to self-right from there now. Oh, what a shame for them. Straight away, their flipper broke on them. The Remnant now upside down. Now, can they self-right? Surely they can. Oh, they can, but their flipper's broke. Oh, it's all going on here. They're out. The Remnant have gone out of the arena straight away almost. The second they lost that flipper, it was over for them. And Eye of the Demon, well, they haven't managed to self-right since their flipper broke. They're being counted out by Morrow and Killer 3. They put in a flipping good performance, it has to be said. Brilliant work there by Killer 3. Managing to take advantage of the weaknesses of the other two machines and take them out there. And it's all over for Eye of the Demon. There's Karma coming in. And there's the big daddy of them all, Malfunction as well, with the huge, heavy, horrendous hammer. There it is. Coming down on the back. And again. And then Karma trying to use those crabbing, clamping, lifting jaws of death. Oh, goodness me. Look there at the damage there caused by Malfunction there. Into the exposed innards. The flipper throwing them. And what are Killer 3 doing? Attacking Malfunction? I don't think so, boys. He's never going to flip that. Surely not. He weighs over 500 grand. Oh! But they've got him flipped Karma. Because of course he did a Malfunction. That's it, son. You can have a timeout. That's what he says.
Cease.
Pinning them into the corner as Cease is called. But Killer 3 are the definite winners of that one. Well, that was just pretty much bullying from Killer 3. Eye of the Demon's flipper failed, and the Remnant couldn't handle the pressure from the number 2 seeds. Killer 3, go through. And in our next melee, we have Bulldog Breed, a robot from the classic Robot Wars series, versus Swingin Udders and Warrior. Let's get to the arena.
From Eden in Cumbria, Swingin Udders.
Here's Swingin Udders. We saw them in the Christmas Special Championship. Didn't really do very well. But they're armed with these 4 spinning hammers. And they're hoping to destroy lots of competition.
From Cannock, Bulldog Breed.
Here we have Bulldog Breed. Looks absolutely lovely, doesn't it? The Union Jack there, the nice Bulldog logo. And of course, a nice big powerful flipper, which they hope will send many robots into orbit.
From Peterborough, Warrior.
Here's Warrior. It's a Connect chassis. It's invertible, 4-wheel driven, with a lifting ram at the front. Their plans are to get underneath, lift robots up, and just slam them into the side walls, into the pit, into the house robots, and even potentially out of the arena.
Robot ears, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
3 very different styles of robot here. We have a 4-wheel drive rammer, a classic wedge-shaped flipper, and I guess you could say a 360-degree killing zone spinner. And it's been flipped over by the floor flipper immediately, Swingin Udders, and that's not a good start for them. And I don't think they can self-right, but the floor flipper righting them there. The arena feeling a little bit sporting, it would seem. Bulldog Breed being pushed around by Warrior, and they look pretty good. They've got those big 4-wheel drive machine, look. They've got those big 4 wheels, they have an extra grip and extra traction. Good drive there by Bulldog Breed into the pit, release buttons, down goes the pit. Will any of these machines end up in there? I want to look at the speed of that weapon of Swingin Udders. They were in the 2018 Christmas special. They didn't put up much of a fight there, and they've just been flipped over again. Now Warrior on their side, and can Bulldog Breed get them? Oh goodness me, the Warrior very nearly down the pit there. That was very close, and again. But Bulldog Breed now flipping themselves over. That's bad control. The judges will have taken note if this one does go to the judges. Can Bulldog Breed self-right? Yes, they can. Just. But they self-righted onto Warrior. Warrior now giving them a bit of a piggyback. Swingin Udders trying to get in on the action. I don't think they're going to work though, boys. I think they're done for here. They can't self-right. Good drive there by Warrior, lifting them and toppling them over into the CPZ of Nail. But meanwhile, that's it for Swingin Udders, I'm afraid. Morrow giving them a good countdown. Bulldog Breed trying desperately to self-right here, but I'm thinking they might have run out of juice. They may have used up too much CO2 early on, and I think that there is the end of them as well. That's definitely it for Swingin Udders. They've been counted out, so the house robots now coming in. There is Katrina and Nail, our two lovely ladies of the arena. And there, Swingin Udders being plucked away by Nail. They are her feast. Meanwhile, Bulldog Breed have failed to self-right here. And Morrow having a little bit of a look, a little bit of a check, and the count has started. And Warrior, a very interesting, very good performance here by them, although they've jammed their own lifter underneath them now. So, make of that what you want, I suppose. But that's it for Bulldog Breed. They have been counted out as well. Warrior will be going through to the next round. These two will be going into the losers bracket later on. Can't wait for that. That's going to be great fun. Nail now leaving the carcass of Swingin Udders on the drop zone, and what is going to land on them? Oh, it's some scrap metal. Oh dear, I wonder how much those weigh. They had to weigh quite a hefty amount, surely. Bulldog Breed being smashed into by Katrina's bar spinner. She is deadly, isn't she? Down the pit goes Swingin Udders. So a robot did occupy it in the end. They're out. Bulldog Breed are finished as well. And Warrior putting on a very, very good performance there. And they definitely go through to the next round. Well, neither Swingin Udders or Bulldog Breed could self-right after being toppled, and when that happens, you have no hope of Helen surviving the house robots. Well done, Warrior. In our third and final melee, it's the dangerous 14th seed Shredder II versus veterans The Raven and newcomers Flip Flop. Let's get to the arena.
From Marlow in Buckinghamshire and seed number 14, Shredder II.
The Shredder team are back with Shredder II. It's no longer invertible, but the spinning bar is much more powerful, much more potent, and much more deadly. They made it to the semis last time. They're seeded 14th this time around, so hopefully they'll go far again this time around.
From Walton in Northumberland, Flip Flop.
And this is Flip Flop. It's got a huge set of wheels. It can swing over and hit robots, and it can also spin on the spot and spike them and run into them and spike them. These guys are hoping to trump Stinger, which is a bit of a task, really, considering how powerful Stinger is. But hey, best of luck with it, guys.
From Winchester in Hampshire, The Raven.
Here's the Raven. It's a crushing jaw. It's also got these two side self-righting arms. They haven't been around since Series 28 of the original RWA. They made it to the Heat Final, I believe, and lost to Fury there. So they're hoping to do a little bit better this time around.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
It's good to see the Raven back, you know. They are former Heat finalists from Series 28, so it's good to see them back again after taking such a long time out. There's Flip Flop. Looks crazy, but don't forget about Shredder II, our number 14 seed, with that deadly bar spinner. It's not really been causing the damage that we thought it would early on here. Actually, it has to be said, is that bar spinner as deadly as last time? Oh, goodness me, definitely so. Look at that. They've completely dismantled Flip Flop's weaponry. And now the Raven. Oh, they were both just picking on poor Flip Flop here. The weak ones, obviously. Oh dear, look at that. That is such a sorry sight. Flip Flop, I don't even know if it's fully mobile. Look at the weapon shaft as well. been completely wrecked there, but good attack there by Raven! The Raven coming in behind there and grabbing a hold of Shredder the Second's body. Good tactics! Exposing that exposed back panel of theirs, trying to get around the back now, and look at this, controlling the fight. Could we see an upset here? They pushed them into the pit release button, down goes the pit, a bit quickly, it has to be said, but there we go, oh there we go, it's been sold in there, but still, this could be a huge upset here if they can get them down the pit. They did try to, but Shredder the Second was able to get away. I think Flip-Flop's done for here. Morrow definitely agrees. Yep, there's the countdown. They've started that for Flip-Flop, and I wonder who is going to go throughout these guys, because so far for me, the Raven is on top, using that crusher to great effect, but do not count out that bar spinner of Shredder the Second. There's a reason there are 14 seeds. They made it to the semis in the last Wars, Katrina. Just trying to attack what's left of Flip-Flop. Not really too sure what these two can do to it. It's already been damaged enough. Look at it. It's just the wheels. It's all that's left. Down the pit. There you go. So, thanks for coming, guys. Bless them for trying. I wonder if they can get that fixed on the next round. I hope so. Oh, goodness me. Huge hit there from the number 14 seed, Shredder the Second, onto the Raven. This is a really good battle between these two, you know. Could very well go to the judges. Not too sure who they say is on top at the moment, because Shredder the Second are coming back strongly here, but still not causing overt amounts of damage. And Raven now grabbing a hold of their bar spin. That was great work there by the Raven. Could they do it? Could they cause a huge upset this early in the series? Oh, one of their stream mech arms has been ripped off. Jeez Louise. What power there by the spinner of Shredder the Second. And another one. They've ripped the other one off as well. Oh. And all of a sudden, the damage is starting to show. There, the Barfly are digging into the claw now of the Raven. Can the Raven still move? It is, but only barely surviving. We're in the final 10 seconds. This is going to go to the judges. And fair play to them for lasting as long as they have and taking this punishment. But I think towards the end, Shredder the Second just came back the strongest. What a fight that was! Fair play to the Raven for lasting till the end. Flip-Flop sure didn't. Ouch. As I said, the Raven did survive to the end, but I'm almost certain that the damage will be crucial in this fight. And as you can see, the judges did indeed vote for Shredder the Second, with the seeds winning all 3 criteria. Look at the damage factor. Jesus. Shredder the Second, they go through. And now we have our first Loser's Redemption of the series. 6 robots enter, but only 1 can win to join the other 3 in the next round. We've got a brawl between the Remnant, the Eye of the Demon, Bulldog Breed, the Raven, Flip-Flop, and Swingin Udders. Who will win? I haven't a clue, but it's going to be great fun.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
6 robots down to 1. This is going to be great fun. The Remnant immediately throwing Flip-Flop in the air. Swingin Udders have done some damage to Flip-Flop. I'm wondering how much more damage they can withstand, bless them, after the last fight, it has to be said. But they are working, and the Remnant once again flipping them. Goodness me, they nearly went out the arena there. Swingin Udders getting that spinner to play. There is the Raven trying to get the crusher in onto Swingin Udders. Bulldog Breed trying to flip the Remnant up into the air. Eye of the Demon! Goodness me, what a flip there from Eye of the Demon! Now that that weapon is working properly, we get to see the true power of it. Bulldog Breed upside down. I don't think they can self-right at the moment. Oh, they flipped over Swingin Udders as well! And where's this come from? Eye of the Demon, that flipper is immensely powerful. Flip-Flop's lasting as longer than I thought it would, to be honest, after the amount of damage it took in the last round. And the Remnant have lost their flipper again. Oh, that's such a shame for them. Oh, no, goes Flip-Flop, courtesy of Eye of the Demon. Where was this performance earlier? That flipper is fantastic. They've thrown the Raven over as well. Can they self-right? Yes, they can. Remember, those self-righting arms were ripped off in the last fight. They flipped the Remnant over now. Without a flipper, they can't self-right. We already know that. Meanwhile, Bulldog Breed, yeah, they're done for. They're being counted out. They've had flipper problems this entire episode. A lot of robots have, to be fair. But Eye of the Demon, that flipper, you know, is so powerful now. Now that they've fixed it, now that they've got it working, it's actually a very effective weapon. And I wonder how far they can go in this competition, or whether they'll be able to get further, because don't forget about the Raven. Although they did manage to flick them there, and the Raven trying to self-right but failing to. I think the sidewall stopping them from righting themselves. And if that's the case, Swingin Udders have just been counted out as well. The Remnant is all that is left in there, apart from either Demon and Raven. And I think at this rate, the Demon are going to come back and win this. Well, that was impressive. After such an unfortunate performance earlier on, they've managed to come back. Meanwhile, the house robots having their fun with Bulldog Breed there in the corner. The pit button has been pressed, so that submerges. And I think Bulldog Breed are going to end up there anytime now. And the Raven have just been counted out, which means Eye of the Demon are the winners of the Losers Redemption, and they're going through to the Heat semi-finals. Well done to them. What a fantastic performance there. Bulldog Breed, they didn't last very long at all. I think they were the first ones to go, weren't they? Oh, look there at the damage caused by Nail. That's what we're talking about. That's what we mean by improved house robots for this series. Goodness me. Bulldog Breed pitted. Swingin is almost out the arena and now back into the fight, but it's far too late. Eye of the Demon flicking them again. And I think Eye of the Demon's flip has actually managed to get stuck open again, has it? I'm not too sure. Nail drags away the Raven as Cease is called. What a fight. Just look at the remnants of all the robots. There's Bulldog Breed. There's the Raven. There's what's left to flip-flop out the arena. There's the Remnant, the Flipper, and the Body. And Eye of the Demon are our winners. Well, that was a flipping good time from Eye of the Demon, wasn't it? Flipping Bulldog Breed over and flip-flop out of the arena before finishing off the Raven. Very impressive display there. This robot could go far. Watch out for them. So while our Heat semi-finalists make some much-needed repairs, let's have some fun, shall we? Now, the Who thought that they were Pinball Wizards, but they never had a go at our Pinball Warrior tournament. And trust me, it's a lot harder than it looks. And it looks pretty damn hard. The Pinball Warrior tournament is designed to test the robot's driving skill and precision. The goal is to score as many points as possible by completing as many tasks as possible in the given time. Knocking those barrels over will score you 5 points per barrel, whilst knocking over the bricks will score you 10 points per brick. On the left hand side of the arena is the big swinging hammer, pass through there to get 15 points. Opposite that is the seesaw ramp, which will score you 20 points, but you have to have a completed run over it, don't forget. Knocking the big ball into the goal and releasing the balls from the multi-ball release will score you 10 points each, and then you have the two big targets. 25 points guarded by Katrina and 50 points guarded by Karma. And don't forget, Brick has full range of the arena. So now we've got all that out of the way, it's time to see our first contender. It's Robo-Turkey! Poggle-eyed and ferocious. Well, but will this be a foul performance?
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
So what will the turkey go for first? Going for the barrels, trying to get a hold of them. Yep, pulling them down. I think they've got about 20 points there. Bit of a tedious start. Oh, they've managed to get a few more down though. Not the fastest moving of machines, is it? Oh, there's the poultry pecker, which hasn't really done much. Oh, but it has managed to get those bricks down, and that will score them some points. 10 points per brick, don't forget. And now going for the ramp. This is a bit of a slow performance here by Robo-Turkey, and I think they're stuck. I think they've managed to get themselves stuck on the ramp, and Brick has pushed them back down there, so that won't count. There has to be a full, complete run over the ramp to get the 20 points for that. And Brick now having fun with them in the corner. I think he's going to have battered turkey breast by the sounds of things. Robo-Turkey now, though, onto that other set of obstacles. There's less than 10 seconds to go here. They need to score some more points. This has been a very unfortunate run so far for them, but they have managed to score a goal in the last few seconds. Will that alter anything? Well, being honest, it wasn't the most spectacular of runs, was it? The barrels tumbled early, as did the bricks, but then they got stuck on the ramp, and that's what did them in, really. Though they were able to get that last-minute goal at the end. Not sure how well they did. Let's find out. They scored 100 points! Well, that's more than I thought they scored. Sure not the benchmark, though. More pinball next time. So in our first semi-final battle, we have the number 2 seeds Killer 3 versus Warrior. A surprise package thus far.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Word from the pits, the Killer 3 team are actually quite worried about this one, although you wonder why with powerful flips like that. Goodness me! They're worried because it's a very powerful machine and it's invertible, but Killer 3 isn't even letting them breathe and very nearly out the arena there for the Warrior. Goodness me! How did they survive that? That was physically impossible, surely! They're not living on the edge. Goodness me! They're trying to get that lifter underneath the front of Killer 3, but it's just not working, is it? And Killer 3 have got that flipper again! And once again, the Warrior nearly out the arena. What a flipper Killer 3 have come back with this time around. It really is working, isn't it? And I think if they keep up this kind of a performance, they could definitely win it again this time around. We haven't seen them win a series since RWA got televised. Oh, once again! Oh, for a minute there, I thought their flipper got jammed underneath them again, Warrior. And now into Brick, he's had a Brick launching them away. Killer 3 chasing them around, and once again with another flip into Morrow's face. He won't appreciate that. But remember, the Warrior is invertible and is so far managing to deal with these flips very, very well. Although I will have to say Killer 3 is currently on top for me out of these two. Once again, oh, and another huge somersault, and another one! Killer 3 are on fire in this heat. They really, really are. Blade sinking that axe deep into the innards of Warrior. Warrior escaping really well though, and now getting flipped again by Killer 3, and again! And this could be it here, surely! Or can they get away? Oh, they just get away. That was great control and great driving by the Warrior, it has to be said. Fantastic. Down goes the pit. Warrior must have hit the pit button as it went past just then. Oh, and then, for a minute I thought they were going to throw themselves in it. As if they would have almost given up. Oh, and they managed to get Killer 3 on their side and into the seams there with Glade. Could we see an upset here? Killer 3, oh, with a little flick on Glade. You're not meant to be attacking the house robots, boys. That's something they've always struggled with. The forward of throwing Warrior again and into Glade again. Killer 3 are still on top here for me, but the Warrior are coming back slowly, or are they? No! Oh, goodness me, another huge flip there to the side wall. They are dancing with Death Warrior. They really are. They've been nearly out the arena several times in this fight. Now into the CBW with Brick once again. Good attack there by Warrior, using the arena has its advantage and nearly out the arena again. Goodness me, what a fight this is. It's not the most damaging of battles, it's not the most close of battles, but just on sheer spectacle alone, this is absolutely fantastic. What a fight this has been. And once again, Killer 3 in the CBZ with Brick, and Warrior now really getting them in there. Warrior are not giving up. A lot of robots by this point have given up. The Ghost, they haven't. And it's going to go to the judges at this rate. And not only have they got them, can they get them into the pit now in the final few seconds? Surely not. Oh, what a fight. They had them so close to the pit at the end. Well, it goes to the judges, but I don't think it'll take them long to decide, to be honest. Warrior flipped all over the place by Killer 3, who should easily get the decision here. And there's the confirmation, Killer 3 winning in all three criteria to go through to the heat final. Now for our second heat final, we will see Shredder the Second, our 14th seeds, versus I the Demon, who showed great potential in their Loser's Redemption.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
This has potential to be one of the better battles of this heat for sure. The bar spinner of Shredder the Second versus that big flipper of Eye of the Demon. Eye of the Demon, of course, managed to come back through the redemption round with that flipper, although they haven't done much in this fight, it has to be said. Oh, don't tell me they've already died again. Don't tell me after such a great performance earlier on that it's already over for them. What a shot there from Shredder the Second. And another one. And Eye of the Demon, there is no movement in them whatsoever. They had a little bit of a flick from their flipper earlier, but apart from that, there is nothing inside. And they're being counted out, and that is such a shame. Oh, what a shame for the team. They battled so valiantly early on in the Loser's Redemption. They came back into the main contest and didn't even last more than 5 seconds. And now the house robot's coming in. There's Glade with the axe. Oh! Glade's lost his axe head. What happened there? Brick lining up the demon onto the drop zone. What's going on with them? Oh, goodness me. I don't really know what that is, to be honest. I'm not too sure. Is it a safe of some sort? I'm not too sure, but down the pit go. The demon. Courtesy of Brick. It was over all too quickly, really. But what an impressive dominant display by Shredder the Second. Oh, what a shame for the demon. All it took was 2 hits and it was over. Impressive work from Shredder the Second, though, and they go through to the heat final. Speaking of which, in our heat final it is a battle of the seeds as Killer 3, seeded 2nd, takes on Shredder the Second, seeded 14th. What a fight this will be!
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
And here we are with our first heat final of the series. A battle that, in my opinion, is worthy of being a grand final fight. 2 formidable machines. The deadly flipper of Killer 3. The deadly bar spinner of Shredder the Second. And it's that weapon of Shredder the Second that is getting the first hits in here. And in the opening stages of this battle is currently winning it, I would say. Killer 3 struggling to get underneath them here. And now a huge hit there from Shredder the Second. And another one into Nail's CP's there. Nail giving Killer 3 a little bit of a push there, a little bit of a shove. Killer 3 trying to get that flipper underneath the spinner of Shredder the Second, but it's not working for them. Oh, and then they're on their side! Now, can they get back from there? Yes, well, with a little bit of help from Shredder the Second, they were able to get back from there. Shredder the Second losing a bit of control there, actually. Wondering how powerful that spinner is at the moment. I'm not too sure! Oh, goodness me! Killer 3 was at their side, completely ripped out! Oh, another huge hit there! And I think that could very well be it for Killer 3, our number 2 seeds. And if it is, this will be a huge upset. After such a dominant performance early on, I think they could very well be done for. Look at the 2, look at Karma and Nail, like predators just waiting for a carcass. Morrow's counting Killer 3 out. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. And they're out, Killer 3. And Shredder the Second have gutted the number 2 seeds, runners-up of the last wars, from the most successful team in RWA history. And they're out in the heat finals. Now they do have a second chance, a chance to get into the semi-finals later on in the series. But I am speechless. I cannot believe this. The floor flipper chucking what little is left of Killer 3 across the arena, and now Karma plucking it up. What a shock this is! Look at that. I've never seen Killer 3 or any killer machine in that kind of a state before. And Karma now dumping them out the arena. Wow! What a performance there from Shredder the Second. Well done to them. Look at that. There's the remnants of Killer 3. Goodness me. What a huge upset here. Killer 3 meeting its match this early on and getting absolutely mullered. The killer has been killed. Shredder the Second go through to the series semi-finals. Well, that brings an end to this heat, and what a start to Rebirth 3 it was. We've had destruction, mayhem, and a huge upset in the heat final. See you next week for more. Next time on RWA Rebirth, we have the number 4 seeds Panic Attack back again. And the number 16 seeds 95.5 rebuilt and ready for action. See you then.
Said she loved you, love her too.